Good morning everybody, Graham from Unearthed, and a little bit different today, film-wise. I'm getting asked a lot of questions by people that have the minelab vanquish range of metal detectors, the 340, 440 and the 540, asking about tone response, VDI numbers, what tones, what VDI numbers are given from certain objects, coins, artifacts, etc. So we're going to explore today the different tones and VDI numbers from a range of different coins and artifacts. Should be interesting. Let's go and give it a go. So these are the sort of objects that I've brought out onto the field today, just to go over and see what sort of response the detector gives, VDI numbers, tones, etc. As you can see, there's hammered coin in there, business part of a crotal bell, pound coin, Victorian penny, spindle wall, pewter button, that sort of thing. I'm trying to make it as realistic as I can, because these are the everyday objects that people find with machines like the Vanquish, and a lot of people are wanting to know what sort of tone response these objects are giving. But not only that, the VDI numbers. Now, I don't often go by VDI numbers. I view the VDI numbers as a bit of a backup, but lots of people use the VDI numbers religiously, the numbers that come up on the screen over target responses, signals, etc. And we're getting asked this more and more on YouTube, folks, so let's do it. Let's go for it. And I've noticed that because it's mid-December now, everything's difficult, isn't it? Everything's freezing cold and just a little bit harder than normal to do. It's just miserable out here. Well, the first thing we're going to bury is this copper penny, which is pretty widespread. Lots of people find these, and they probably find, you know, even our American friends will find coins very similar to this. So we'll give that a push in around about 5 inch. We'll see what sort of target response it gives, and the VDI numbers that people do seem to be very interested in. So we're on with the Vanquish 540 today. Very simplistic machines to operate. They're running on multi-frequency, 5, 10, 15, 20 kilohertz, I think, all at the same time. Maybe slightly less, maybe slightly more. Don't pull me up on that one, folks. We've got it in, as you can see, jewellery mode, so we can go through the different modes with this button. Custom, coin, relic, jewellery. We've got the sensitivity backed off one, and the volume's maximum. Pretty well straightforward. There's a little bar there that's been discriminated out because that's what's built into the machine. You can actually customise this and bring the discrimination in and out. But let's just see what sort of target response we get off this Victorian penny. So as you can see straight away, it's that high pitched tone, but look at the numbers on the screen. Just stuck at 22. Absolutely bang on 22. Now, do the tones change when we go to coin mode? Nope, still stuck on 22. Relic mode, still the same. So it gives a good indicator of what a Victorian sized penny, copper penny, gives. 22, high pitched. So next door, the penny's been removed. There's the penny, and in its replacement is a crotal bell. Most of the crotal bells remain in, the bottom's out of it, but it's crotal bells in there. Lots of people find crotal bells up and down the country. Let's see what sort of tone response and VDI numbers this one gives. Settings exactly the same. Drop it into jewellery mode, which is there. Again, sensitivity backed off one. Iron bias hasn't been touched. Again, a lovely high tone, a beautiful high tone on the crotal bell, but the numbers are different to the copper penny. Look at this. It's 18, 19 on the screen, as you can see, and there's also a double blip in there occasionally. Let's just go over that again. Almost like it's catching a secondary signal on the right hand side edge. Interesting. So the next one in the hole, we've replaced the crotal bell. There's the crotal bell out, and in its place is our good old friend, the hammered silver penny, medieval silver penny. Let me just get that out for you so you can see it. I'll place that in. I'm going to stick that down a little bit deeper, so I'm going to press that in a good few inch more. Let's see what sort of target response this gives. Right, jewellery mode again, folks, no different setting wise, just a little bit deeper down this one. Let's see what this gives us. Now then, tones have changed, so it's gone from that high pitched, almost like a high squeak tone, to a mid tone. Numbers wise, 14, so the numbers have dropped. Size of the object, numbers have dropped to 14. 13. So you know, with these Vanquish machines, it's going to be the same for the 340, the 440 and the 540. All pretty much going to be the same response. Mid-tone. Numbers around 13, 14. Don't seem to jump around a bit, but remember, this is just a test, folks. There's no iron nearby. It's not 100% realistic like it would be out in the field. It's just to give you an idea of the VDI numbers and the tones. Now, if that coin was buried slightly on edge, the tone would be different. We'll have a look at that next. Right, so the hammered coin has gone in on edge. Just see it there, look. Let me just move it there. See it? Just move it back on edge. Let's see what sort of response that gives. This is very interesting. So you can see that hammered coin we've just put on edge. Look at the tone it gives. Double blip. Double blip. Not a perfect two-tone, it's a double blip. Numbers are the same, VDIs. Wow. 14, 15. See how the numbers change, folks. So you're going to have to discipline yourselves, the Vanquish users out there, just to make sure that these signals are not being ignored. And that's down, what, 5-6 inch? Interesting. So hammered coin out, removed, and in its place is a big old lead spindle wall with a nice pattern on it. Lots of these are found up and down the country. Let's see what sort of tone response that gives. Right, here we go. Back to that high tone again. 22, 23. So higher numbers, 22, 23, almost similar to the Victorian penny. Next one up is the good old trusty pound coin. We all come across them, whether we like them or not. We all come across the pound coin. So in the pound coin goes, give it a bit of a press down, flip the lid. Let's see what sort of response that gives. 21, high pitched, cool as you like, 5-6 inch, not missing it. Now what is interesting about that, some of these pound coins on certain detectors can give low grunts, and the reason why it gives a low grunt is because they have an iron core in them. That's what probably makes them rot away in the ground quicker than any other coin. And of course these machines are developed in such a way that they give low tones for iron. So some people finding modern coins such as 2p's, 5p's, 10p's, 20p's even, get a low tone, and they wonder why, and it's because we've got iron cores in them. Well, I hope you found that useful. I mean, the rain stopped play, as always, here in Cumbria. The rain never seems to stop for longer than 5 minutes. And I had to rush back because I didn't have a cover on the Vanquish, of course, schoolboy error. But that gives you some idea of the different tones on different objects and coins. A lot of them are very similar. A lot of them are very, very similar. What was interesting was the hammered silver penny gave a lovely response when it was flat, but as soon as we turned it on its side, it was a double blip. And I think a lot of people probably ignore those double blips and move on. A lot probably don't, but one or two may do. So it's always worth thinking in your mind when you get those iffy double blip, scratchy, almost strange signals, that people could move on and say, oh yeah, you know what, I don't like that. But look at the VDI numbers, very similar. 14 all the way through. Very interesting. And if people find these sort of videos helpful on different detectors, give me a shout. I can always put, you know, Vanquish machines, X-Terras, you know, Equinox, Quest machines, even C-Scope, Technetics, Fisher machines. We can always have an explore around the tone systems and VDI numbers of those machines. But we do seem to be getting asked a lot of questions about the VDI numbers on objects and coins from Vanquish users. So feel free, folks, to subscribe to this channel. There's going to be a detector giveaway soon. When we reach 10,000 subs, there'll be a free detector that somebody can win, and some other gifts, a second and third prize we're going to throw in as well. So subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, comment if you wish. If you found it useful, brilliant. Okay, I'll see you soon. If I don't see you before Christmas, have a wonderful break, and we'll be back with you between Christmas and New Year for the Unearthed Team Unearthed festive dig. Have a great time. Bye for now.